We're coming down the stretch of the MLB baseball season. We've got now college football, pro football coming up. We've never talked about this. What is your affiliation? What is your relationship to other sports?
Yeah, I mean, I love all the sports. I played everything when I was a kid, so I try and watch a majority of the playoffs for every professional league. So anytime I can get in and like the playoffs roll around, I'm watching hockey, I'm watching football, I'm watching baseball playoffs. I'll even check out a little like the EuroLeague games. I'm watching FIBA basketball right now, so I'm just a sports fan. Anytime the games are intense, I'm watching.
Yeah, I think that's like a big misconception that fans have, is that we're not human. I think that's a huge misconception, that we are actually human beings. Yes, and we absolutely love sports. That's why most of us are referees. We either play or we just love the game. Most of us played something. I played baseball. Kane played basketball. We're sports addicts. And yeah, I mean, I live here in Chicago, where it's got great weather all year round. Highly recommended.
I knew that was bullshit, so I'll just let you talk your talk. It's all good, man. Got to here to support my friends.
Yeah, huge Cubs fan. There's one team in Chicago. They're on the north side. There's nothing on the south side. I'm just letting you know that right up front.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And so I'm absolutely watching the Cubs, or going to Wrigley, checking out some games. As it relates to hockey, Black people don't watch hockey because we don't do anything with cold. We don't ice skate. We can't even ice skate.
It's cold watching a baseball game in Chicago. It's freezing there.
Well, I don't say I've been to Wrigley. Game, though. Like
I've been to Wrigley. Ice cold. I was frozen.
Yeah. Well, listen. If they're involved in games in October, late September, October, you can bet I'm going to be.
Yeah.
That means
James,
we're
I feel like
World Series.
I feel like there's another theme to our podcast, which is our podcast is kind of about officiating, but it's kind of also about what Black people do and don't do. And I feel like every episode we've got a new thing. I'm like learning.
It's how I roll.
So what are you living in Chicago for?
Good point.
Come on down.
Like sushi, no.
Chicago
sushi. Cubs, yes. Cold, no. So it's just I've got to put these in different shelves.
Yeah, Black people won't sit at a sporting event for 2 or 3 hours while it's freezing out. We're just not gonna do that. That's not happening, man. No way.
I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna either. So
that's because my good friend Kane has some black in him. That's what it is. I'm telling you.
I'm not touching this topic, but I support you, man. The weather is great in Chicago, and anything you say about the racial discrepancies and different preferences, I'm there for it. When we talk about that,
just think people are thinking. That's all. That's it.
I was going to say, when we talk about what half Indian, half Italian people do and don't do, then I can opine on that one. I've all 5 of us in the United States, because there's like 5 of us. I could tell you who do. It's very rare. But let me ask you: have you ever met a person that will tell you, one parent is Indian, one parent is Italian? Have you ever met someone like that?
Nope.
I don't. But to be fair, I don't think I've ever really asked. So there's got to be more than 5. I'm assuming there's like 8 or 9.
Okay, high single digits. High single digits. I'll get you on that. It really is rare. It's really rare. Anyway, I was talking to someone about this recently, and I'm wondering what your opinion is. If there was one sporting event, obviously, not basketball related, but one sporting event that you could go to, a World Series, it could be specific stadium or a place, a Stanley Cup, a title boxing match, a golf tournament, or a tennis match, or I don't know, Kane, I don't know pickleball that well, but whatever the pantheon of events is for pickleball, what would be that one event if you could go to?
Question.
I'll put one out while you both are thinking. Yeah. I don't even play this sport, but I would find it really interesting to go. I would love to go to watch the Masters tournament in Augusta. and I
Oh,
suck at golf. I like the idea of being there for multiple days and maybe starting with a couple of pros that I've always followed, and then over the last day and a half, 2 days, following whoever's in the lead. It's just something really cool. Obviously the whole feel of it would be really neat and special. I think to attend at least once. Now, James, I don't know if there is
yeah.
a ruling on whether certain races go to Augusta or they don't.
Well, since they started allowing black members about 30 years ago, yeah, we go.
We go. Okay,
Uh,
good,
but
good.
I've actually been to Augusta, and I'm telling you, if that's on your bucket list, 100% highly recommend it, man.
Yeah.
Augusta is TV literally doesn't do it justice with how beautiful that course is.
Wow.
It was a great experience for me. I actually got tickets through a friend. I couldn't afford those tickets. I was like 25, coming up and officiating, had no money. And we went to Augusta and we followed different people. Got to see Tiger, got to see Phil. Just an incredible experience. And I just remember how idyllic it looked. I was like, wow, this place is like stunningly beautiful. Like and it's very hilly, which you don't get on TV. You don't really get to see that. But you are walking up and down hills a lot at Augusta. So highly recommend it. For me, it would be like the Super Bowl of all sports. It would be like on my bucket list is to go to the Olympics. I would like Paris is next year, the Summer Olympics.
Summer, I was going to ask. Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, there you're learning, Sony. Going to do the Summer Olympics. That is on my bucket list, and I'm contemplating trying to do that next year in Paris because I've never been to Paris either. So what a great opportunity to be able to go to all these different sports and see these elite athletes and their sport. I would love to do it. I've never done it. It's definitely something I would love to do.
Well, wait a second, real quick, before you go, Kane. James, as a kid, I learned that the very best bobsledders in the world are from Jamaica. You know, the movie Cool Runnings. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh, yeah. Don't ask me
that. I wasn't totally obvious to me. I thought, well, maybe,
I'm waiting for the like Cool Runnings. I'm waiting for like some kind of fallout, like The Blind Side. Like it's not what we thought it was.
There's a decent chance of that happening, right?
There might be more to the story. I don't know, but yeah.
When it's too good to be true, sometimes it is. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Kane, what would be your number one bucket list sporting event?
Something that has their games the championship that has their games in a non-neutral site. So like how the NBA finals has their finals, they're all getting home games. So the NFL kind of like the fact that it's in a neutral site kind of makes it like, for me, like I want to see it. I want to feel the home crowd. I want to feel that like intensity. I think if I had to pick one, would be like, I don't follow it closely. I just, when I do watch it, it's amazing how intense the games are. I think I would do like Champions League or something in European football, soccer, where it's like the two best teams playing in somebody's home, country. I would like to see that, experience that.